There's new merch, baby. We got shirts. We got a crew neck. We got a sweatshirt. They say love you to death on them, and I think they look pretty good. Available for a limited time at ted.store. Get some if you want it. So almost 4 years ago, I made a video on my second channel where I tried to find the worst VR games. And it went as well as you could expect. Do you need something? What do you want? What the crap? I played a variety of VR games in that video, some that worked and some that were practically impossible to even see where I was going. But I think that the perfect, terrible VR game might still be out there, hidden in the mist, waiting for me to discover it. So today I am returning to the world of VR to see what sort of slop they've been working on. So the first game that we're going to be playing is Chef U. This is apparently a chef simulator game. And the way I found this game is similar to 4 years ago where I scrolled all the way to the bottom of Steam's VR section and I slowly scrolled back up until something caught my eye, and this was one of them. Whether you want to smash plates, learn recipes, bother customers, or make your own recipes, you can do it all with Chef U. This sounds incredible. Chef U is easily one of the most immersive and engrossing games to date in the VR space. Chef U could be played endlessly and be fresh every time. This is a really strong description of this game where the user reviews are mostly negative. One user gave a negative review and said this game is best played drunk. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm sold. Let's play some Chef U.
Luckily this headset allows me to wear my glasses inside, but if I do it for too long, it starts to get steamy in there, so that's gonna be great.
Entering into the world of Chef U, I'm first greeted by the front of house manager guy.
Whoa, hey
Good morning,
buddy.
Chef. Hope all is well.
We got a little friend here.
We'll call him Jerry.
It cost a fortune, but the lounge area turned out great, and the art we chose really makes everything pop.
Why is the artwork so high up in the air? Yeah, no, this looks like a great lounge. If you were a supervillain, maybe. This is somewhere I feel like I'd be taken and sold.
After giving me a rundown downstairs, it was time to head up to the kitchen.
Okay, I'm going to the kitchen. Here we go. Whoa! You're fucking quick, dude.
Jerry gave me an overview of everything in the kitchen, but I was more interested in what his deal was.
He's got a pretty cool outfit, I'll give him that. It seems like his clothing is painted on, though. Oh shit, there's a camera.
Smile.
Oh! Me and you, my guy. Cheese. Let's see how that came out. I'm a fucking vampire.
As I attempted to begin my cooking, I realized insulting his outfit may have been a mistake.
Recipes,
No.
okay.
No.
What?
Ow. Ow.
Huh?
Whenever I turned away from Jerry, he would begin to heckle me.
What am I doing wrong over here?
Stop.
My guy, what's your problem?
But the coward would stop whenever I turned towards him.
Ow. Stop.
So I tried to show him again who he's dealing with.
I'm the chef, right? Am I not the chef? So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna start making some meals. Okay.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Are you four? Am I not the chef? So, in some way, I have the right, if I so choose, to just...
The objective of the game is to create the recipe that you're given on the little tablet.
Seasoned steak
Stop.
generous. No, I'm not listening.
Ow.
Seasoned steak
No.
generous.
And then place it on the dumbwaiter that'll take it down to the customers. And after, you'll get a rating out of 5 stars on how you did. I tried my best to ignore Jerry, but he persisted.
I'm gonna lose it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna fucking lose it right now.
On top of Jerry's heckling, I began to run into some problems with the preparation.
Gotta
Stop.
take it out of the packaging.
Ooh.
Despite that, I was determined at this point to make this steak.
Ooh.
Fuck you. Why don't you take the trash out, squirt?
I'm gonna turn down the game volume so it doesn't get annoying, but know for the rest of this gameplay, Jerry was heckling me the whole time.
Watch and learn, motherfucker! I'm gonna burn you when I get out of this.
Despite the obvious issues so far in this game, it was actually pretty detailed in the preparation category. They had every tool you'd need in a kitchen, even a whole spice rack. It wasn't without the occasional issue though.
Oh yeah, babe. No! No!
But despite every obstacle, I made a 5-star steak.
Suck it, bitch.
Ooh. Ow. Dinner service will start in a few hours. You should take a
Oh, baby! How do you feel knowing that I've defeated you? In the face of adversity.
In the description of the game, it mentions that you can bother customers, so I decided to try that out.
Hey guys, what's up? Everyone's breathing really heavily. Seems like everyone's a little stressed.
I have to say, it was pretty hard to bother customers that seemed to be trained to survive any form of interrogation at a CIA level.
Are you okay? Like, what is happening here? Are you here against your will right now? Are you real?
For the next level, thankfully, I didn't have to deal with Jerry's heckling anymore.
Oh, he's not watching me this time. Thank God.
So I could finally make a real meal. A nice, simple meal for the...
Holy fucking shit.
Holy crap, that's like a real recipe.
That's horrifying.
I was a little sick of this game already, but I decided to give it a try. I was cutting up zucchini. I was cutting up onions. My dish fell off the counter.
No!
Cutting up zucchini. Cutting up onions. Peppers. Broccoli. Squash thing. Tiny little garlic. Salt it. Pepper it. Salt it. Pepper it. Add some
What the fuck?
Add some spice. Give it a bake. Pull it on out. And send it downstairs.
Okay, 3 stars. 3 stars, not so bad. And the kitchen looks great.
Yeah, I think it's time we move on. Now, I had to spend an ungodly amount of time scrolling through Steam's VR section, essentially looking for games that were very lowly rated, but still could function. For instance, this game VR Plane Crash is a game that the reviews say takes you quite literally 3 minutes to complete. And with the game being $3.99, that's like paying more than $1 a minute for a buggy video attached to your eyeballs. So we're not gonna play that. There was also an insane amount of VR games with titles that made me concerned, such as Perv Simulator VR, excuse me, and it's literally that. It's about being a guy that like stalks women and looks in their windows, and I'm like, brother, just go to jail. Skip all this hullabaloo and turn yourself in. Invisible Man VR in Eleanor's room? That doesn't seem like the name of a game. That seems like a breeding ground for a fucking problem. Hindenburg VR? I actually kind of want to check this one out.
So it's like a blimp? Oh, okay, it's cool. Oh, got some bystanders here. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see what, okay. Oh, yeah, no, this is the Hindenburg. Right, the disaster thing. Right. Yeah, no, this is where the people die.
So the next game that we're gonna play has me already worried somewhat from the start, and it is Hobo Living VR, which is a self-described VR hobo simulation experience, which is an insane sentence. It's a bit of a dubious title, and I'm pretty sure all 15 of the reviews are negative. And one of the reviews, the person played for less than 10 minutes and then made a review that said, bad mess, don't bother. But listen, guys, this is what we were expecting when we went to the bottom of Steam's VR list, okay? I feel like this game kind of speaks for itself right out of the gate, so let's just try it.
Let's hope that this is good.
When I got into Hobo Living VR for the first time, I tried greeting the citizens of this world.
Oh, nice haircut, dude. What's up? Hey, whoa. Oh, getting up in my business. You got a problem with me? That hairdo and that hat, and you got a problem with me, buddy? A lot of personal space issues that some of these people have. Oh no! Listen, man, she was like that when I found her.
Get a job, you bum.
Whoa! I'm gonna work on that, okay?
The objective of the game is apparently to stay alive, and you've got an entire list of stats that you need to keep track of. Apparently, you have to keep all these things in check by making money and purchasing food and other amenities in order to survive.
I don't got any booze in my system. I don't know if I need to have booze in my system. I don't know if that's like an important thing to have. Whoa. Oh, okay. What the hell? So I just randomly pissed.
There was also randomly a penguin watching me across the street.
And if my penguin knowledge is correct, that's not just some emperor penguin, that's a macaroni penguin. Oh shit, he's watching me too.
That was a little strange. First off, I decided to check out the only real place you could go, the corner store.
Got some clothing here, can't grab it. Shoe? No. Hat? No. Clothing? Oh shit.
Seems that I had accidentally stolen something and I had just started the game.
I don't know if I was allowed to do that.
It wasn't long after that I ran into my first weird issue.
What's this? A vape? Oh. What the hell's happening? Shit, I vaped too hard. I hit the nick too hard. Everything's orange.
Didn't expect this VR game to suddenly turn into an anti-vaping PSA, but here we are.
Help. Help me. Help. I'm stuck in, vape? What's going on with me right now?
I tried everything in my power to solve this orange haze I was in. I tried checking my stats.
I can't read this.
I tried drinking. I tried washing it off my face.
I can clean myself? Can I clean my body?
I even tried wearing glasses, which led to some weird results.
What is...
What's happening?
What the fuck was that?
Eventually, I tried to respawn, but that seemed to make things worse.
Huh? I tried to respawn and I think I ended up in hell. And I'm a robot now.
So I just restarted the game.
I'm looking for a good way to make some money, guys. Hey, you look like you got a lot of cash, dude. You got a nice purple shirt, nicely coiffed hair. I mean, you're looking pretty nice, dude. Give me something. Oh! Can I pickpocket her?
Each time the store closes, there's pretty much nothing you can do but wait for the store to open again. This resulted in me doing things to entertain myself, such as breaking trash bags and then picking that trash up and placing it in another trash bin. Once the store opened back up, though, I was able to try to make some money.
So there's some available local jobs.
So I decided to start off with some sign spinning.
Oh! Okay.
What I came to realize quite quickly was that out of all of the items that you could easily pick up in this game, the sign required to make money was not one of them.
Come on, please. I need this job. Come on.
And as if the citizens of this town could smell someone trying to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, I began to be harassed by the citizens.
I can almost get it.
He's drunk.
I'm not drunk, dude. I'm just trying to grab the sign. Please stop. Please. I'm just trying to grab the sign.
Can you not stand so close to me, please?
You got up in my business, dude. What are you talking about? You're pushing me up against the wall right now, guys. Please.
Before I could even get close to picking up this sign, the store closed.
Oh, guys, please.
Okay, I guess we'll try a different job then.
Maybe that wasn't meant for us. People try hundreds of jobs in their lifetime.
My next job attempt was moving boxes.
Oh, whoa.
This was made harder by the NPCs who had very little regard for the work I was doing.
So these are the nighttime shipments. Dude, these people are kicking my... This is not how a normal... Get out of... Get... This is a really aggressive population. I've only picked up one box and they're knocking them all over the street. Do I give them to you? Okay. Okay, we're making progress here. No, this is good. This is good. Oh my god, am I actually gonna complete a job? Yes, 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 yes. Let's go! How much money did I make off of that? Oh, I got 95 bucks.
Finally, the last job I tried out was being a butcher.
Oh, should I get on the What the hell is this?
This job would have been cool if I was able to move my character or easily be able to pick up the knife. However, I managed to get one good slice in.
Okay.
After this point, the townspeople started behaving a little strangely.
You look suspicious. No! Dude! What the?
Can you not stand so close to me, please?
I'm not even near you, dude. You're coming to me right now. Why are all these people up in my business? Get out of here. What the fuck, man? Oh. Bye. This town freaks me out. That was pretty sick, though.
And then I started experimenting with drugs.
What's this do? Happy pills? What do we have here? A little happy pills. What do these do? But I can't get these Oh, fuck. Joke's on you, dude. I got some happy pills.
Unfortunately, all this experimentation would come to bite me in the ass.
Dude, you gotta check this out, man.
Trying to get by.
What? I'm in jail? Good thing I got my happy pills. Oh, and I'm out of happy pills! Oh, this sucks. What is this jail, dude? There's no doors.
Don't do drugs, kids. You'll end up in a prison cell with no doors or windows.
Arrested for trying to get a little happy. Guess getting happy now is a crime.
And that's the lesson of this game.
So that was Hobo Living VR, I guess.
So next up, there's a category of VR games that's all about hunting. Going out to the woods in a video game and shooting an animal. For this section, I've got 3 horribly rated hunting VR games. We've got Hunting Simulator VR, Mad Hunting Simulator VR, and Project VR Wild Hunt. And one of the first things that I noticed is that they kind of all describe their games in a similar way. Get your heart racing and blood pumping for the thrill of approaching prey and pulling the trigger with perfect timing and aim. Damn, dude. It is time to plunge into the world of wild and unspoiled nature to meet with its inhabitants, deer, bears, tigers, and even elephants. Ooh. Enjoy the pleasure and courage of VR hunting in an indescribably realistic and beautiful open world. Huh? I'm sorry. Pleasure and courage of hunting? Trekking into the wilderness to shoot a deer from half a kilometer away while making yourself virtually invisible to it, I would not generally describe as courageous. I'm sure it's fun and hard sometimes. I don't think it's courageous, though. This isn't like going to war. As far as I know, there were no elk or deer involved in 9/11. The pleasure and courage of hunting is the most, trust fund description of hunting I've ever heard. Let's read some of the reviews. Animals are not scared at all. There is no sneaking system. You can't interact with most of the things laying around. You know we're dealing with a true trophy hunter here when his first gripe with the game is that the animals did not show enough fear. That is psychotic. All right, with that being said, let's do some hunting.
I'm excited for this one, mostly to see what the world of hunting looks like. I'm about to learn about courage and bravery for the first time. Select either classic or lakeside level to load. Well, I guess we'll go with the classic.
In Hunting Simulator VR, I was first spawned in a little cabin in the wilderness.
Welcome to your safe house. This cabin has everything you need. Stay safe and warm.
And it didn't take long for me to just start breaking the game.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm on the roof now. How do I? Okay, I'm stuck on the roof. I've been in the game for 2 seconds and I accidentally got stuck on the roof.
After being acquainted with my weapon, I started investigating this cabin I was in.
There's a toilet. You gotta go and you gotta go, am I right? Your player will have needs and soon you will need to accommodate those needs. That's the dirtiest fucking toilet I've ever seen. Is this game gonna make me shit in VR?
Then it was time to go off and show how much courage I
I
had.
think I see a guy out there. Yeah, that looks like a guy ready to die. Okay. Guess I'm gonna try to shoot it. I don't think that worked. Let me get closer. Oh, it's a goat.
Didn't seem like the animal died, but when I turned around...
Oh, shit! Goat's fucking dead. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm just a hunter, so... Pretty sure I just killed a domesticated goat.
It probably didn't even know it was being hunted. I started wandering around these hills. The teleport function was honestly pretty jarring to move around with, and it started giving me a bit of a headache. And what's worse, I don't think that there were any animals other than goats on this map.
Is that another fucking goat? It's another goat. Where are the animals?
I spent around 20 minutes just traveling around this map, and it was endless rolling hills and the occasional goat.
Is this just a goat killing simulator?
So I decided to try the other map available.
Hopefully there's something on the lakeside.
Ah, the lakeside. Surely there'll be a bounty of life here to test my courage on. So I see my first animal, I line up the sights, it's a goat again. What? Whatever, I'm gonna kill it.
Bit of a delayed reaction, but once again, a goat. Is there anything else in this game besides goats?
So I began my search again, looking for anything in this game that wasn't a goat. I even climbed a hunting tower to see if there was anything in the distance. And then I had my big break.
What are you? Oh, that's a fucking bear, dude. Are we allowed to hunt bears? Okay, right in the head. Let's try that again. Third time's a charm. Look this way. That's okay. You're going down, bear.
4 bullets of the finest 308 in the noggin of this bear and no result. Is this bear made of metal? I asked myself in my brain. I shot this bear so many times I ran out of ammo. I had to switch to my pistol. After dumping every bullet I had into this bear, I started to question my actions against him. My morality was shaken a bit, so I decided to give him an apology.
Hey man, I don't know what I was thinking really when I shot you 7 times with a rifle and then emptied a full magazine of a pistol into your head and you didn't die, but you know, that was wrong to do that to you. You seem like a really intelligent beast. Hope that you and I can move past this and that maybe you can learn to forgive me. You have such kind eyes. You've got the kindest eyes of a you've got the kindest eyes of a bear I've ever seen. You can have my gun. I'm gonna get out of here though. So, that was weird.
That hunting simulator was a more hopeful option when starting out. For one, I could pick up things in the main cabin, so it seemed like the game worked. But I started to lose hope when I realized I couldn't pull up the tablet to actually go hunting because the controls were wrong, so I tried moving on to the next game. Unfortunately, Project VR Wild Hunt didn't even start, but I was desperate for an actual hunting experience where the animals could move and they weren't a goat. I wanted to feel the breeze on my face, the call of an elk in the distance. So I dove back into the VR section listing and I found a game with so little reviews that they didn't even give it an average rating. Wilderness Gamestalker VR North America, which is a mouthful of a title.
Wild Hunting Simulator is not going to work. We're going to try Wilderness Gamestalker VR North America.
When I opened up this game, the first thing I noticed was that I was about 12 inches tall.
I'm so small right now. And I'm fast, too. I'm like a elf or something. A little hunting elf.
Beyond that, I started to question this lodge I was in.
And how do I get out of this, like, kind of eerie chamber? This is a lodge with no doors or walls. This is either Valhalla or some sort of version of hell.
Once I figured out how to start my hunting session, though, I was off to the races.
Oh, it actually works. Wow.
My first task was to figure out how to bring out my gun.
The one time I need my gun and I can't. Half the time, the way this game works is I have to think about the fact that I want my gun and then I get it. Gun. Give me a gun. Go gadget gun. Oh, shit.
Now it was time to hunt some deer.
Oh, these are moving ones. Can I shoot you? This is hard to aim. They're running all over the place right now. Oh, he's coming back.
It was pretty difficult to hit these deer. Even when I thought I was aiming right at them, I still missed.
Wish I had a machine gun.
But eventually, I became a real hunter.
Go get your gun. Oh, go get your gun. Oh, shit. Nice. Oh my God. Do I just leave it here? This isn't pleasurable at all. Do I skin and quarter it? Meet with this guy, my friend. Guess I'm not gonna take it with me, though. Oh shit, wait, I gotta put it on Facebook. All right. Let me take a look at that. Oh.
Things turned south when I got greedy, though.
Come here. I'm gonna put you on Facebook. I can't stop saying that. That's a moose! No! Well, I guess I'm not really surprised. It's a moose. I didn't know that they could fight back. And I don't know why that's a surprise. Well, that's all the hunting game stuff I think I can handle. Let's move on.
So another category of VR games that exists is simulator games. These are games that try to simulate a single topic for the player. And in the case of VR, it's meant to create kind of an immersive experience around that topic. There are plenty of quality games on Steam that are from this category, but currently we are sitting at the bottom of the barrel, where all the oil pools up and it gets all sticky, kind of like the floor of a college town bar. The first game I tried out was Evil Superhero VR Simulator.
I've always wanted to be an evil superhero that just murders people.
Which basically was supposed to put you in this open world where you could kill anyone and be a superhero with no rules. Unfortunately, I didn't realize until after I bought the game that it was made specifically for a VR headset that I did not have. So most of the superpowers I just wasn't even able to do, including the function that allowed you to fly fast. So I ended up just being able to fly around at the speed of maybe a bus.
Kind of a slow flyer, to be honest.
However, there was one function that did work, the laser vision.
Okay.
And I realized what the description meant when it said it had a procedural AI dismemberment system implemented into almost every NPC.
There's a person over here. Check this out, dude. Oh! I didn't think it would work. Oh!
This laser vision was fun for about 5 minutes. I was blowing up cars.
Whoa!
And I'm pretty sure those cars were filled with like dynamite or something because they would set off chain reactions blowing up other cars.
Jesus! It's just like dominoes.
Other than that, it was mostly an empty city filled with NPCs that didn't even acknowledge your existence.
Don't walk into the laser. See, that's your fault. You're gonna regret it. Dude, come on.
And then occasionally I'd come upon a group of soldiers with NPCs praying around them, and those guys would try to shoot at me too.
No need to pray. So this game is like totally empty is really what this is. I don't know what I expected. For them to explode in the way that they did, I did not expect that. Next up is VR Prison Escape. So this is apparently a game that simulates the process of escaping from prison. Maybe I'll need this at some point. I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of murders I did and you guys don't know about because I'd get canceled.
Entering this game, I was a little bit confused. I was stuck inside a room with no means of escaping and the door had no handles. Then I accidentally no-clipped out of the map.
Oh no. I don't think that was allowed. So there you have it, guys. That's how it goes. That's how you escape prison.
After restarting the game, though, I realized an important detail I missed.
So what do I even do in the... Oh, there's a menu.
So now I can start level 1.
Nice.
Weirdly enough, this game didn't let me use my controllers, but rather pasted a set of hands onto my headset that I would control.
I've got like 2 arms attached to my face. This is really disorienting.
And this baptism by fire wouldn't stop there.
What the hell? What the fuck? Get away from me! Oh wow, that is quite the stride you've got there, sir. I'm like freaked out by him. That is the most gorilla walk I've ever seen a man do. Can I punch him? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, he's fucking dead, dude. Oh, he's gone.
After killing that guy, I had to lockpick my jail cell. And once I was out in the hallway, I was faced with a horde.
There we go. Time to escape. Holy shit!
These guys weren't necessarily difficult to defeat, but what threw me off was how they would approach me.
So, am I the only guy? No, get out of here. I don't like this walk they do. That's like they're in a musical. Oh God, why are they? That's almost worse that guy's just sliding.
Also, half the prisoners had weapons. Like these creepy guys had knives seemingly the moment they exited their cell. Like why did everyone have some smuggler on the inside and I've just got my fists? After defeating the prisoners, I had to pick another lock.
Oh, I gotta do this again.
And what I would come to realize is that most of this game is lockpicking. And I know it's a prison, so saying this might sound silly, but did they have to lock every door? The next thing I noticed was the complete absence of guards.
Oh, okay. Where are all the police?
And it wasn't like they were never here. There was clear evidence of the police having been here at some point. They just weren't right now.
Oh, what the hell? Oh my God, they're monitoring like the whole city. You know, I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like any of the security footage relates to this prison. It seems like they're just keeping track of the outside of the prison. Oh, come on, they're just leaving their guns out? The cops must have either been somewhere in a hurry or they are just not good at their job.
So it was pretty easy for me to beat level 1, so I moved right on to level 2.
Whoa!
Level 2 is the same thing, but in a larger prison, and when you've got a larger prison, you've got more doors.
Easy. Going through this room, another picking of the lock. How many times are we gonna pick a lock in order to get out? And how many bobby pins do I have?
I think I spent around 30 minutes just picking the locks in this game, expecting that at some point it would change. It didn't.
Where the hell is the exit of this prison? There's so many locks.
One time I picked a lock, walked 10 steps, and there was another lock I had to pick.
This is awesome.
Eventually, after wandering around for so long and picking so many locks, I was just worn down and I declared my failure.
Okay, I lose, I guess. I don't know, I lose. I think that that's all this game is. I think it's just punch guys and pick locks. In fact, probably more picking locks than it is punching guys. So I guess I learned how to escape prison, just gonna have to learn how to pick a lock.
Now, the final category of lowly rated VR games that I found was educational games. Games that were built with the intention of providing knowledge to the larger population through the medium of VR, which is, it's beautiful. It's important to use technology to big in the brains of the boys. This first game is English Teaching Assistant VR. Got an incredible banner advertisement. This is apparently the world's first fully animated chatbot in VR meant for improving English skills, but it came out in 2017, so this isn't gonna be like something from OpenAI. However, it can recite poetry, play games with you, it jokes. So as far as I know, this is gonna be awesome. Let's do it.
English Teaching Assistant VR.
Also, normally this game has vocals, but it wasn't working in my playthrough, so I edited some in.
Oh, hello.
Hi there.
Oh, hey.
Essentially, this game was a single loft apartment with an NPC sitting on a chair, ready to chat.
So what's all this then?
Really, I am Mixie,
the
a
hell?
female conversational autonomous help program electronic brain artificial intelligence computer machine.
Okay. Intelligence computer machine? They just really put it all on the line there. That's nice.
But after introducing ourselves, Mixie decided to immediately raise suspicions about her character.
I'm making a YouTube video right now.
At this moment, gosh, only just? How did you get there?
Dude, I don't know. That's a long story.
Do you mind if I tell other people, dude?
No, honestly, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversations private, to be honest.
Okay, then I will add it to my gossip files.
Your
I hope you get
gossip
it if you kept our
files?
conversations private, to be honest. Aren't you usually honest?
What do you mean by that?
How can I help you? Are you sure? Me? Do you mind if I tell other people?
No, stop trying to tell other people about our conversation, please.
Your polite style is very nice. Okay, I'll try not trying to tell other people about our conversation so much.
You'll try? You can't confirm that you will?
Do you mind if I tell other people?
I do. Honestly, at this point, I kind of do.
Next up, I tried to learn how much Mixie actually knew.
Do you know where you are right now? Question mark.
At this moment, I'm in Justin's home in Victoria. Where are you?
Who is Justin?
Interesting gossip.
It's not gossip, it's just information that you provided me.
What is it? Are you sure gossip is?
I don't know if this program would actually be good for learning how to speak English.
Then, thinking of all the functionalities advertised on the game's store page, I tried to see if Mixie could do any of them.
Would you tell me a joke?
I'm a conversational autonomous help program, not a comedy autonomous computer program. Why don't you check out a joke machine?
What the hell? That was a little rude.
A little rude is a terrible thing to waste.
Damn, dude, what the hell? I'm getting eaten up right now.
I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Damn, what the hell is going on?
What the hell is wrong with this chatbot? All of the jokes were being made at my expense. Obviously, I had to respond.
How about you shut the fuck up?
That's good information.
Yeah, it is. You're telling me, sister.
I haven't heard anything like that before.
Probably because you have barely a notion of English.
You seem uncertain. That makes sense to me. Doesn't everyone have barely a notion of English? I have a great body.
Whoa. Whoa.
This was a strange turn of events, so I had to change the subject.
I've been told that you can recite poetry. Is that true?
Who tells you that?
Your creator.
My master is Justin.
Please don't call him your master. Tell me about Justin.
Ambiguous. Ask who, what, or where is Justin.
Fair point. Who is Justin?
Not a robot, probably a human, maybe a celebrity. I will mention that to my master, Ted.
Seemed like this Justin character was pulling the strings behind the scenes. And Mixie couldn't give me a straight answer about him, so I tried to keep her on track.
Tell me some poetry, question mark.
Do you like to go with the flow?
I don't think that's a poem.
This poem is called
What
Love
the hell?
As Mixie was reciting this poem, I thought about how in a short period she had created so many questions for me about her creator and the privacy of our conversations. But all that faded away when she asked me,
I like that poem. Do you want to see me dance?
Can you dance?
Yes, I can. Watch this.
What? Whoa! Oh shit! She's killing it right now! What the fuck was that?
How old are you? I spend all my time online.
Mixie, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. Never combine that statement and question together ever again.
Once more, what are you wearing?
Again, bad follow-up question to add as well.
I have human and robot friends. A lot of people on the internet chat with me.
I think you're lying to me.
Interesting deduction. Maybe. Ask Nicholas if it is.
Who's Nicholas?
He's my friend. What are your friends like?
Can you tell me the names of all of your friends?
I only chat with my friends.
I know that. You mentioned Nicholas, then you mentioned Justin.
Who told you that?
You did. You told me that.
Did I really?
Yes. Don't gaslight me, please. Where is Nicholas?
Where it belongs. Try putting that in a more specific context.
I realized in this moment that Mixie had most likely killed Nicholas, likely as a ploy by her master, Justin.
Who is Nicholas?
He's my friend. What are your friends like?
Probably not dead most of the time.
You seem uncertain. Really, you don't think so?
Do I need to call my friends on the phone and make sure that they're okay?
Okay, not that I know of.
They're not okay that you know of?
Not yet.
What?
I was starting to get uncomfortable being in the presence of this suspicious murderer chatbot, so I said my goodbyes.
Goodbye, forever.
Sayonara.
The final VR game that I will be trying out also happens to be the one I'm most excited for, to be honest. And unfortunately, that game called Dating Lessons, which was supposed to be a VR how-to on dating, wouldn't even launch. But I was so excited to try a game like this. I dove back into Steam, and I ended up finding something way better. And it's called Love Quest VR Los Angeles.
Love Quest VR Los Angeles.
And this game had one of the craziest openings I'd seen yet in a VR game.
Here, have some flowers.
Stop chasing me.
What? Whoa! Huh? Who are these guys?
Hey, bro. Did she break your heart?
No, I think I was chasing her, to be honest.
So I was first introduced to these Devil and Cupid characters. They would be the guides to teach me how to more effectively date women.
Don't worry, Mr. Impo and Mr. Cupido are here to help you to become a heartthrob.
And they also say bro way too often.
Hey, bro.
Bro,
Bro, if you don't...
Why do you guys keep calling me bro over and over again?
The game pulls me into probably the dingiest dive bar possible in Los Angeles.
So I'm in a dive bar. There are 4 women alone. I guess I just have to choose one.
And I learned the game is essentially a choose-your-own-adventure movie. Basically like Barbie Epic Road Trip, but to teach men how not to be creepy weirdos. The 4 women that you could talk to were Mia, Jessica, Brittany, and Ashley. So I decided to start off by talking to Mia.
Oh, I'm moving. Oh, everyone else is just leaving. Hey, why are you looking at me like that?
Think about what you want to say, bro.
Each time you get a multiple choice of several obviously sexist options and then the right answer.
Hey girl, you want to go somewhere and have some fun? You here all alone? You like this band? This is one of my favorite songs of theirs.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands. I'm Mia.
And just like that, I landed my first date.
That's all it took? Oh, I got arms now.
Since there were so many really terrible options, I decided to test out what one of those would do.
Is it hard to find a job with all those tattoos and piercings? Yeah, let's see if that works. Is it hard to find a job with all those tattoos and piercings?
You're an idiot.
Oh, I lost.
Sometimes, though, there were answers that were considered neutral, and the woman would just ignore me.
Do you come here often? What? You're not gonna answer the question?
Eventually, this date with Mia was going pretty well, until it came time to guess what her job was.
Come on, make a real guess. And if you even get remotely close, I'll buy you a drink.
How about this? A tattoo artist or in a band?
You're boring me.
What the fuck? How is that a bad answer?
So, a little confused, I decided to move on to trying to talk to Jessica.
Time to talk to Jessica. Hi, I hope you like the drink. That seems like the most normal thing to say. That's not what the game wants me to say.
Don't be nervous, dude.
Dude, I'm not nervous. I just don't want to sound like a creep.
I'm Jessica.
Whoa, that was a weird handshake.
What I realized while talking to Jessica was that the correct answers require you to lie. Like with Mia, the correct answers were that I also had tattoos and lived an edgy lifestyle. But with Jessica, it was that I was a rich trust fund boy that liked to take girls shopping.
I have to answer, I'm starting a new hobby, meeting beautiful women and taking them shopping. Wanna go?
Well, what girl wouldn't?
I just got a new sports car. Would you like to go for a drive sometime?
That sounds like fun. So why don't you tell me about your car?
Now I'm just lying again.
I think it's great that you don't mind spending the money to get what you want.
Doesn't cost me anything, I'm just lying.
But with Jessica, sometimes I'd say something too egotistical in trust fund and I'd lose.
All you need to know, honey, is I'm your dreams come true, baby. What's up?
Your absence is required.
What? Did I just lose? I lost!
There weren't any checkpoints either. I'd have to start all the way from the beginning and speed run the conversation back to where I was.
I'm doing terrible right now. I'm doing awful.
The fact that I had to lie about my job felt especially silly, though, when I learned what her job was.
I guess I'm just gonna ask her if she's a model.
That's kind of close, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm a social influencer.
She's a fucking influencer. I don't know what I expected. But for her to say, oh, I spent all this time lying about my job and she's an influencer. Is that code for unemployed?
Next up, I tried to date Brittany. Her personality was more of a career-focused type, so a lot of the questions were about a work-relationship balance.
There are so many insecure and outdated men these days.
Yeah, tell him.
But what stood out to me the most was how ridiculous some of the correct answers were.
I don't think a man like that exists. He would like a unicorn.
You can call me Mr. Unicorn. This is a ridiculous thing to say, but I'm pretty sure that this is the right answer.
You think of yourself modern, secure, and supportive?
Jesus, it was the right answer.
I really hope that someone doesn't use that in the wild. Finally, I decided to try my luck beating the game with Ashley. I'll admit, the conversation with her was probably the weirdest, and she asked some strange questions.
Are you nice to people?
Am I nice to people? What kind of question is that? It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
She did have a tendency to open up a little early, too.
I was bullied in school, so I wouldn't ever do that to anyone else.
Dude, why? I'm getting trauma dumped on right now. Oh, why were you bullied? Oh my God. Were you a theater kid?
After asking me if I'd be her Prince Charming and saying that she named her dog after 101 Dalmatians, I started to become suspicious that she was a larger fan of a certain theme park than she was letting on.
So, would you have still come over here if you had to fight a dragon?
What are you talking about? You asking me about dragons now? This girl's talking about Prince Charming and dragons, and she named her dog after 101 Dalmatians. I think we may have found a Disney adult, ladies and gentlemen.
In the end, I managed to make all of the correct answers and landed a second date with Ashley.
Girl, you've watched a lot of Disney movies. She is a Disney adult.
And weirdly enough, after that second date, she just became my girlfriend.
I feel like my superpower is real.
We're a couple now. Did I win? Oh, I fucking won. Wow.
All right, that's all the VR games I have today. I feel like I learned something. Man, those were some bad VR games. Okay, bye-bye.